Live breaking news, you guys. I think this could be it. This could be the end of the Joe Biden presidential run as we know it. President Joe Biden has indicated that he would consider dropping out of the 2024 presidential race if diagnosed with a significant medical condition. In a recent interview, Biden stated that he would reevaluate his candidacy if a medical condition emerged that made it necessary as advised by doctors. This is literally minutes. I just got this live breaking news. I'm going to share with you the video clip of the interview right now, but oh my God, let me know in the comments down below. Is this a coup? Is this something that he's known for a while? Is this something that we've known for a while? Obviously, they've told us not to believe our eyes and ears. He told us, he very defiantly, I am not getting out of this race. I made one mistake. He told Lester Holt. He told George Snuffleupagus. He told George Clooney to go screw himself. What's happening here? What's going on? Did Obama, Clinton, and shifty weasel Schiff, who just recently, after all these years saying he's fine, God, what a lion-ass dog LAD shifty Schiff is. He just came out today and said, no, I think he should resign. What is going on in the Hippocrats party? What is happening? This entire consortium is literally decaying and melting right before our eyes. Check out this video clip of the President Biden saying exactly why I did this video.
Earlier, the president sat down with journalist Ed Gordon for an interview with BET News. Gordon asked the president if there is anything, including family members, that would make him reevaluate staying in the race.
If there had some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem. But I made a serious mistake in the whole debate. And look, when I originally ran, you may remember it, I said I was going to be a transitional candidate. And I thought that I'd be able to move from this, just pass it on to someone else. But I didn't anticipate things getting so divided. And quite frankly, I think the only thing age brings is a little bit of wisdom. And I think I've demonstrated that I know how to get things done for the country, in spite of the fact that we were told we couldn't get it done. But there's more to do, and I'm reluctant to walk away from that.
Now, many doctors who have studied, I don't know what he just said right there. I don't think he does either. Me and Trump, we share that in common. Many doctors who studied Biden's public remarks said he may have Parkinson's disease or a related condition, but the White House has thus far insisted that Biden doesn't need a fresh medical exam following his unsteady, confused debate performance on June 27th, which literally just provoked panic from the entire party. I mean, this isn't even, it's mind-boggling how fast things turn. It's just absolutely insane. Corinna Jean-Pierre, probably the worst DEI hire of all time, said, quote, as it relates to, something like a cognitive test, the medical team said it is not warranted in this case. Again, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your ears, don't believe what you see. She says, we have put forward a thorough, transparent annual report on his health, so they have said that it is not warranted, it is not necessary, in her condescending fashion. The president was evaluated by neurologist Dr. Kevin Cannard in January. I did a video on that ahead of the release of the February annual physical report. The White House says Biden thus far has rebuffed calls to consider retiring despite a groundswell of concern from Democrats that he's on track for a landslide loss to President Donald Trump. My reaction to I think the real important thing that comes out of this interview is not necessarily that he said, well, if they say there's something wrong with me, because he kind of said that sort of before, even in the George Snuffleupagus, I like to call him, interview. But the fact that he said, I've always said I was a transitional leader, that is the operative word right there, saying that he would be sort of this bridge to a new leader, a new president-elect. God forbid that could be somebody like cackling Kamala. But I think that he was so defiant, almost getting angry at Lester Holt, almost getting angry at George Snuffleupagus. Every time the press brought up in that sham press conference at the NATO summit, every time the press brought it up, he kind of did his sort of signature smile, whisper, what do you mean? Come on. What are you talking about? It's not going to happen. Nobody's saying that. I get things done. even though I couldn't get them done. What the hell does that mean? I think the truth of the matter is it's being bombarded on him. I think somebody probably got to Jill. They didn't get to him. Somebody got to Jill, because Jill is this lecherous, vulturous fiend who loves her cocktail parties, loves the red carpet treatment, loves the esteem, the prestige, the private jets, the expensive, luxurious lifestyle, the power, the feeling of power. She's such a power mongerer. This is all Jill, okay? Probably literally the worst spouse in human history, not just political history, not just contextual history, American history, but literally in political history. I mean, in just human history, rather. She is the worst spouse I've ever seen, because the whole world can tell this guy has no business. At 81 years old, he should be taking naps. He should be spilling, porridge on his chest. He should be watching golf, playing golf, taking more naps. The last thing we want is this guy's hands on the nuclear codes, or this guy negotiating on our behalf with President Xi, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, we don't, Taiwan, Japan, Europe, we don't want somebody like this negotiating and representing us, right? So I think somebody probably Obama, probably Clinton, because they're really running the show. They probably got to Jill. Joe is just taking orders. Joe is just he's just a face on the card. He's the front man, as the mafia would say, because this is the woke mafia. He's the front man for the secret bosses sitting in those smoke-filled rooms underneath nobody knows about. But the fact, here's the kind of, I want to wrap this up. The crux of the matter is this. This is the first time, this is why I titled this, It's Over. This is the first time he has ever conceded, even ever so slightly or in such minutia fashion, that he's willing to step down. Because remember, he's been defiant for weeks, angry, vitriolic, belligerent, if I dare say, when anybody ever brought up the fact that, Mr. President, maybe it's time you should take a deep look at yourself. Have you ever thought to yourself, maybe I shouldn't do this? I'm not capable. I'm 81 years old. I'm going to be 85 by the time this term comes to an end. I can't even barely put together 2 sentences every time he has a public appearance. And really shifty, weasel, rat, vermin, serpent, Schiff. I have a special, a special kind of basement of hate for this absolute pencil-dicked weasel. Because why? And I pardon my language, but because why? Because he's from my state, California. Him, Newscomb, Bass, Gascon, they have literally been the purveyors of the decay and deterioration of my great state, California. They've destroyed it. They've tossed it asunder. And he's been telling us, he told Steve Garvey this too in the debates, the Senate debates, this whole rhetoric of, in his pencil dick fashion, this whole rhetoric of he should resign. I have met with him many times. He is cognitive. He is great. This is the worst kind of scum. I'm telling you, Kamala's awful. Cash Money G is awful. Newscomb doesn't have a soul. Like, there's literally no soul. But Schiff is just that pencil D a-hole that comes to you with smiles, comes to you with slimy fingers, promising you hopes and dreams, and literally has a spear behind his back ready to skewer you. You vile LAD lion-ass dog, Schiff. I hope to God one of your interns watches my channel and relays this to you. You are less than phlegm. You are the bacteria toenail fungus that we need to excise. You're a tumor to our country. I will help you pack. Get the hell out of my country, you treasonous, traitorous, numbskull, lunkhead vermin. I want you out and gone. I hope to God you get this message. You've been calling us crazy. You've been telling us to our face there's nothing wrong with him for not just weeks, months, days, for years. You've been saying this. You've been backing him up. But now, because you don't have a spine, all of a sudden when Obama gives you a call or Clinton gives you a call or whoever the consortium control is, maybe Soros gives you a call, now I think it's best that he resigns. You POS, you dirty, stanky manure in your noggin filled POS. Screw you, Schiff. You're out of here. Hasta la pasta. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. They devour their own, y'all. They're all just a bunch of reptiles. They devour their own. This man gave 50 years to you guys, and you're willing to mince him into Swiss cheese. You guys have no loyalty. You have no heart. You have no values. You have no principles. Your time will come. I throw this off to you, Nez Nation. I really want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on what I'm saying, what Biden is saying? Is it over? It's imminent. He's going to resign. I think it's just a matter of literally days. He's going to resign before the convention. I said this back in the State of the Union back in March. He is going to resign. I promise you. But I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget, we're going live tonight. Day 3 RNC. J.D. Vance's first big moment after being announced to be the VP candidate for Donald Trump. Make sure you stick around, subscribe, follow. Your best way is to become a Nez Nation Insider. That's our free newsletter. Free. It's free. Free. I love free. Don't you love free? It's free. Subscribe so you never miss out on the best, current, up-to-date, live breaking news as it happens, conveniently sent to your inbox. It's our email newsletter. Just give us your best email. Pin, comment, show notes, and description down below. Takes you 2 seconds. Easy peasy. We don't share. We don't spam. It's not the Nez Nation way. So come on, join us. You don't want to miss out. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Follow and subscribe. Tap that thumbs up. Really important so we can get reach. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.